Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to today's Speed Sounds. I'm ready, Fred's ready, and I hope you're ready. Ooh, blue, blue, ooh. Ooh, you are in a group. Ooh. E, the chief had a handkerchief. E. E, a happy bunny. E. I, find the wild child. I. E, Steve dresses up on Christmas Eve. E. I, the fly in the sky. I. Oh no, I got pie on my tie. I. Air, care and share. Air. You're, sure it's pure. You're. K, Chris loves school. K. Air, bear with a pair. Air. Shh, the chefs went down the water chute. Shh.
How many times or how many ways can we write this grapheme? First of all, we need to think about what the phoneme could be. So we have the picture cat, we have kettle, we have a duck, we have a park, and here we have a chemist. So I think the phoneme could be, it's k, isn't it? They all have k in common. So how many ways can we write the phoneme k? How many graphemes are there? Pause the video here and see if you can get all of them, or as many as you can, and then press play and we'll see how many there are. Off you go. Here we go. There's actually 4. That's a lot, isn't it? So we have a C. Let me just get a pen. We have C on its own, making a K. We have the CK digraph, making K. We have a K on its own, making a K. And we have a CH, making a K. This digraph here is a bit sneaky, isn't it? Because although it's making a K here, that can also make a ch and a sh, like in shoot. Wow. Right, let's have a look at what we're learning today. We are still looking at plurals, and we're learning to add the ES suffix onto nouns that end in Y. Now, last lesson, we looked at nouns ending in EY. So today, we just want them to have the Y on the end, not the E before it, just the Y. Okay, so let's have a look at what that looks like. Here we are. So here we have baby, and look, the E phoneme is the Y grapheme. Okay, so it's ending in the Y grapheme. And if it ends in a Y grapheme, what's the rule? Have a peek. What do you think it could be? What's happening? We are replacing the Y with an I, aren't we? That happens a lot in spelling rules when the root word ends in Y, doesn't it? And then we're adding our ES. Shall we have a go at practicing this for ourselves? I think we need to, don't we? Okay, so here we have fly, and the plural is flies. So what I would like you to do today is write the root word first, because there's quite a big change in the spelling rule, isn't there? We've got to actually take a letter out of the root word. So write the root word fly, I, fly. Don't forget to use those red fingers when you do your spelling, and then change it into the plural flies after you've written the root word. So pause the video here, and then when you're ready, press play and I will show you fly and flies. Here we go. We have I fly, and I can see that fly ends in a Y grapheme. So what we've had to do, did you do it too? Did you take away the Y and replace it with an I, and then add your suffix es? Well done if you did. If not, that's okay. We can just have a go next time, can't we? In fact, we can have another go now. Here we go. We have clouds. No, we don't really. We have skies, don't we? We're going to change sky into skies, and we're going to do it the same way. So think about the root word sky, and then think about the rule today. We're taking away the Y and replacing it with a I, or with an I. Okay, when you're ready, have a go. Pause the video here, and then I'll show you sky and skies. Here you go, sky, which ends in a Y. So because it ends in the Y, we're going to replace the Y with an I and then add our ES suffix. Now, if it ended in an EY, would we replace the Y? We wouldn't, would we? If it ends in an EY, we just add S. But because it just ends in a Y, there's no E before it, we just replace the Y with an I. Let's have a go at another one. Here we have stories. Stories. Thread that word for me. Get those thread fingers out. Ready? S-t-o-e. That's story. And you're going to change it into stories. Again, it's got, well, this time it's not an I on the end, it's an E. But we know, don't we, that the Y grapheme can make an I and an E. So story, and then change it into stories. Remember today's rule. Take away the Y, replace it with an I. Pause the video here, and when you're ready, press play, and then we can have a look together. Here we go. Story changed to stories. We've taken away the Y, replaced it with an I. Then we've added ES. Okay, the last one. I bet you're getting good at this by now. Lorries. So, right, lorries first, and then we're going to change it from lorry into lorries, aren't we? So, you might want to thread lorry first. So, e, lorry. Those thread fingers are really helpful when we're doing our spelling. E, lorry. Right, lorry, change it into lorries. And remember our rule. Pause the video here, and then we'll look at it together. Here we go. Lorry ends in a Y. Did you think it would end in a Y? And we're going to take away the Y, and we're going to replace it with an I before adding ES. Okay, time for our little quiz question. Are you ready? Today you need to write me a full sentence. If you want to, you can just write the word and change it to plural. But if you're up for a challenge, which I think you are, I want you to write the full sentence. Okay, so we're going to change this sentence and change berry down here into a plural. So you need to think carefully about the rule today and how we could change that singular word into a plural. So there were lots of berries on the bush. Pause the video here, have a go at applying the word berries into that sentence. Okay, how did you do? So I'm going to write it here with my pen, and I'm sorry I'm not doing my cursive right now, but I'm writing on the screen with the touchpad, right? B-E-R. Did you get this far? R. So B-E-R. And what am I going to do? Am I going to put a Y? I'm going to put I-E-S. Look, I persevered and tried cursive on the end there with my touchpad. Okay, dictated sentence time. Are you ready? Here we go. Your sentence. So we'll have my turn, then your turn, then you can write it. The bunnies were running around in a field of poppies. Your turn. Okay, have a go at writing that down. Pause the video here to have a go. Remember the rule. I'll say the sentence one more time for those of you that want it. The bunnies were running around in a field of poppies. Okay, let's reveal our sentence. There we go. How did you do? Shall we have a look at the words that used our rule? Bunnies, because bunny, the plural, would have ended in a Y. That would have had a Y grapheme on the end, wouldn't it? So bunny to bunnies, I-E-S. And poppy, again, it would have ended in a Y. So instead of that Y, we've replaced it with an I-E-S. Well done if you joined in with phonics today. Thank you for putting up with my non-cursive writing there. I did try very hard though. And I will see you in the next phonics lesson. Bye everyone.